Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Joe Penguin and today we're back in our survival world. And today oh, I broke my torch. And today we're going to be building ourselves a little fishing dock. I've been planning some big stuff, and today we're going to do our first little step in the new area, in our area that we're going to work on over here. I finally figured out what we're going to do over in this area. But first, it is raining, and I don't know if it's nighttime, so let's just go quickly see if we can sleep and get rid of this rain. No. Alright, it's fine. We can work in the rain. Okay, so, if any... This door? Hello, thank you. So, some of you may have probably been wondering why I've been gone for, like, what is it, 3 weeks at this point? Well, let me explain. Just a lot of stuff has been happening. I went away for a little bit. School is starting up for a little bit for me, and just life in general. Things got kind of busy, so I had to kind of take a break from YouTube. But I'm gonna be back now every week, so you can expect me to, be around more. So don't worry about me going away. Anyways, now on to what we're gonna be doing today. So, I have a dock over there by the village, which I made when I was first over there. But I want to focus on this area. So I have a lot of plans for this area. So I do want to flatten out that area down there where there's that little hole. And I want to kind of make this like a little town port area thing. So this would be like a farm area. We could have my idea is we have a road come down and follow along here. And we just have buildings and shops and roads and stuff all over in this area. We're going to try not to build in the jungle because I want to try to keep everything in this area. And then over here this area around, we're going to have a port area that will go out into the sea and stuff. So over there I was thinking is where we could build a lighthouse and just kind of build a sort of pier and things. It's all going to take quite a while to build and all, but I think it should be very fun to just, try to build a little town. But today we're actually going to be starting off a little bit small, and kind of working just in this little area over here in a way to make a sort of dock pier area, kind of. So let me show you guys what we're going to be doing. So if you come over here, you see that there's this little cutoff. I didn't make this cutoff. This is just how the world naturally generated. So what I'm thinking is we could have the docks come out and we could have it connect over there and wrap around and connect over here to this area and kind of have it to where we could build ships and a shipping area, because a lot of these cliffs are kind of flat, which is kind of cool, and it makes it really easy to just build off of. So we can kind of make a little interconnected dock fishing area where a lot of fishermen could go. And eventually we'll be able to connect that area up and, have things in between, and we'll have everything really, it'll be really cool. But first, before we do any of that, I have to go to bed and we have to get some materials to build these docks. So let me just head to bed real quick, and then we can get started on the building project. Okay, so I'm down in my storage, and let's get some of the materials that we're gonna need for this project. So we're gonna need a lot of logs, and we're gonna need some planks, some railing. I did have time before while I was out. I went and I found a spruce biome and I got some spruce logs, so we have spruce now. It's quite a bit of ways away, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So we got some spruce, and I think I brought back I brought back 4 saplings so we can make one of those big spruce trees. So we have spruce now, which is good. But I think we're going to be focusing and making this dock on oak. We might throw in a bit of birch, but I think we're going to try to keep it with oak because of where it's placed in the world. It'd be kind of weird because I found the spruce biome a few hundred blocks that way. So it really would be weird to have people over here where they're near jungle to have them have, spruce docks because there's no spruce around really. So I'm trying to keep it like to where it would make sense for people to feasibly have them. I did actually, hang on, I forgot something else. So when I build my bridges, which as you can see, I have 3 bridges. I like building bridges, and when I build bridges, whenever I'm building them out of whenever I make the supports out of logs or cobblestone or it's mainly logs, I try to split it to make it look like the pillar is a lot deeper than it actually is. Also, it just saves on a lot of wood. So what I will do is I get some deep slate, and I usually get some, not gravel, not dirt, cobblestone, and I kind of make it fade and make it look like kind of the bottom has gotten cobbled. I don't know if that probably it's not how it works in real life, but I think the cobble kind of makes it look like it's got stone on the bottom, like it's been in the water for so long that it's kind of like stone has built up on the log. I don't know if I did it on this bridge because it might not have been that deep, but if I did, I'll show you. Now, I didn't do it on this bridge because I only had the 2 pillars, but I know I did it on that 3rd bridge, but we're not going to go all the way over there right now. We'll just stay over here. So we can do that. It'll help us save on logs, which we're going to need because we're going to need a lot of wood for this pier, and it will also just make it a lot nicer looking, in my opinion. I think it works. If you don't stare at it specifically and you just pass by and look at it, it looks really good. So we'll come over here to this docking area, and we have to eat first too, because jeez. I have plenty of food. Alright, so we'll just plant some trees here while we're waiting. We'll plant them in a sort of grid pattern. So we have plenty of wood to work with. We can do another layer of that. Nope. There we go. Okay, so we can start with our plans for the dock. So I want it to connect here first. Hang on. So what I'm thinking is we have it be 3 blocks wide, like that. And then what we can do, we'll build this up a bit more, is they're basically just going to kind of be at this height, because this is the tallest point of the area that we're building, so we can keep it at this height, and we'll put it like that. This way it will, kind of say the same. I should have brought a crafting table, but it's okay, we can just make a crafting table. It's not that big of a deal. And we can just make a bunch of slabs. We're going to use slabs because that's not slabs, that's, there we go. As pressure plates. That would have been bad if I made them into pressure plates. And we're just gonna... Ooh, my mic fell. Hang on. Okay. Sorry about that. My mic fell. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of... Oop, that's not where I want to place that. Just gonna kind of map it out real quick. This way. Why are you falling so much? Hello? You okay? There you go. Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of map it out to see how we're gonna do this. So what we could do, which I have an idea for, is I don't want it to kind of take up too much space because I do want to build boats and stuff. So we're gonna kind of bring this out to right in the middle of that right there, which I think we are, so we can bring it this way a little bit. And then starting from here, I want to get these stairs. What we can do is come over here. We're going to need some of our trees grew. Well, what we could do is come over here. Yeah, we hit that right on the spot. Build 2 pillars there to mark the beginning of the entrance. and we can go. We'll do two slabs. We'll place a. No, that's not gonna work. We need a temporary block. We'll place a temporary block, and then stairs to take us. I have to go get that. Take us up a level, and then start building from here, and we'll do the same thing. We'll do two, and then another stair until we get to that, which should only be like one more. But this way it kind of gives like a gradual up, but it kind of still makes it, actually take you up fast, because I don't want to have the whole thing be nothing but slabs going up, because I feel like if you do that like too much, it kind of looks a little bit silly. On smaller bridges like that, it looks fine, but this is going to be like kind of seen for a lot of area, I think. So, and another thing we can do is we could have like a section of it like drop down to like a shorter dock, like over in this area for like rowboats, and have like pads and like an actual like smaller dock area. This area of the docks is more for like big ships and shipments that come in from all across the land. So now we can thicken it up a bit. We could place. We're gonna have a pillar right here. So just mark out where our pillars are going to be, and then we could break that because that's not supposed to be. All right, and then we could just fill this up, and we can work on the next step of it, which will be adding all of the pillars in, and I can show you that cool trick that I have. So I'm gonna just quickly fill in this whole thing, which shouldn't take me that long. So I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so the dock is all filled in now, and we can start with the pillars. Oh, we got a wandering trader. That's nice. Okay. So we have the pillars here at the start of the docks, and we'll have like a road leading up to it. It'll probably be a dirt pathway. So what we could do is we could come over here. We need to put the pillar right there. And they're not gonna be this orientation, it's just because I have nowhere to place it. We just come down here in the water and we'll start the pillar. And then we'll make the logs go into the water a little bit, but then once they get like around this area, we switch it out for cobblestone. We gotta go up for air. Switch it out for cobblestone, and then right before we hit the bottom, switch out for deep slate, and it kind of gives that effect of the pillar is a lot longer than it actually is. We should probably raise that deep slate up a little bit and maybe lower the cobblestone. So let's do that real quick. Give that 3 more. Swim back up, get some air. Yeah, because if you look at it from the shore over here, you can't really see it, but because it's like of how the water texture is, you don't really notice that it's cobblestone, and you can just kind of like see the pillar like vaguely in the water, and it kind of saves on wood. So you have it go all the way down, and even if you're standing like right above it, you can still see that the pillar goes all the way down, but once it gets towards the bottom, it gets really dark, and that's because of the deep slate. So just a little cool building thing that I made by myself. I'm sure someone has done something like this. It's like 10 times better than what my solution is, because my solution is not really that good. It's kind of like a poor man's solution to making your docks look nice, but or bridges or anything where you have a pillar of wood going into water. Just my solution that I just made up. So we can do this pillar now. Those will be our main pillars. We might have it wrap around to this way, so we might have it split off, but for now we're just going to work on this area and then the inner area over here. So let's do this pillar. Oop. Yeah. We gotta get rid of that. And then we could just like take it down to around the same height, so it's like about the same height. It doesn't have to be the exact same height because that gives it a bit more variety. So, you know, if everything was exactly at the same height, then it would look kind of artificial, even though technically speaking this is an artificial thing, because docks don't spawn naturally anywhere. Oh, that's not where they are. I gotta go up for air. No. Okay. Almost drowned. So we could just come up for air and then we'll come back down here and we will get rid of these because we don't need these. And if you put some seagrass around them and just kelp and stuff in this, and we'll put some stuff in this area to make it look even more better. So come over here, add some lights because we don't want anything like that coming around here. Okay. So we will have to raise these up, I think, because it will look... Actually, I like it just being like this, so maybe we can lower these one. And you can see, obviously, that looks terrible right there. So you're probably thinking, what are we going to do? Well, what we could do, and what I'm thinking of doing, is kind of add some pillars like this. We're going to be using a lot of logs for this build, so this build is not going to be kind to the trees. So, yeah. I'm going to head it up like this, like that, and then we just want it to be kind of... It's going to do that, and then we switch that out right there. Boom. Okay. And then kind of have it like this, because this looks a lot better and a lot cleaner. We can put stairs on the bottom of these to have the logs not be showing. Or another option is we could just make these pillars. If something doesn't look good, do my motto and just add pillars, because it will probably look good. Oh, hello. You're a nitwit. And you're occupied with them, that's fine with me. We could just add some pillars to make it stand up more and kind of make it to where it supports the staircase a bit more. Like the staircase needs more support because it's a staircase and you gotta be held up a lot better. You're coming to attack me. And then we could just fix these when we get the chance to. But for now, oh, I need dirt. I should have brought dirt. I had a lot of dirt and I didn't bring any dirt. I always forget something. I never come, like, to build ever prepared. And then we could have, like, another... I think we could have another pillar, like, somewhere in the middle of here to make it to where it holds up a bit more. And these llamas are going nuts spitting at this guy. But yeah, so we need more logs. I was like, where'd my cobblestone go? So, we'll get more logs and fight some spiders. And I'm just going to kind of like clean up the docks and do this kind of thing all the way around. So it might take a while. So when I come back, you will see all of the like sides done, and we can get started on the inside of here and make like a lower area where you can get to a lower section of the docks. Because right here I want to keep it empty because I want you to be able to get onto a ship from here. And then maybe we can also start decorating it. So I'm going to go get a lot of logs. Try not to die. And thank you, llama. And I'll be right back. So I'm going to go fight these guys. I'll be right back. Okay, so the bridge is all done. It is... Well, it's not a bridge, but I forgot a torch. But the dock is all done, framing-wise. So the frame's all done, the floor is all done, the dock itself is all done. However, this is just kind of a weird boardwalk that goes from there to there and doesn't really have any character to it. Also, the ground surrounding it is not really anything of a looker. So, I say we change those two facts. So, first things first, I'm gonna probably head back to my house, get some dirt, and we have our trees growing here, so we will... I doubled our tree growing, so I filled in all those gaps because I figured that we were going to need a lot more wood. I also have a really good idea for over here, so we could have This area may be jut off over here, but I have a really cool idea for something we can put right here, but I don't know if we're going to get to that in this episode, but we have to get some dirt and some other stuff first, so let's go do that. And then we can go into that smaller little crevice of the, in between the docks, and we can start building a little, like, fisher's nook. We could have a boat there, maybe a chest boat. We'll make it look nice. We have to make it look like it's been lived in, because if it doesn't look like it's been lived in, it's just going to be kind of weird. So we'll just head over here, throw our cobblestone, and well, actually we might keep our cobblestone. You never know when you're going to need cobblestone. Dirt. We need a lot of dirt. We'll take all the dirt. Alright. I don't think we're going to need anything else really from here. So we could just head back out and over to our build site. So yeah, we're going to start building over there. I have a really cool idea of something we can put off the thing of one of our docks that would look really cool. I built one of them before, and that was in a really old world of mine. But I don't know if I could replicate it, because I feel like I can make it better now with my knowledge, because I think, gotten better at building, in my opinion. So let's fix up a bit of the ground over here. First things first, let's flatten this thing out. Fill it in over there. Make it so you can still get up over here. Gotta fill in this. Right there. We'll kind of not make it like it's just a direct path into the shore. Everything else looks rather fine. I think we're going to just light this area up so nothing comes and sneaks up on us while we're working over here. Now over here, I do want it to be kind of just a sort of cut off. So it will have like, it will slowly go down only in certain areas. So the path will be like here, and it will come off here, and there will be blah 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 blah, path, and then like here it will be like a staircase coming down of 2, so we could have just like a 2 wide staircase coming down this way, and then once it gets to around about like 2 blocks above the water, we're going to actually just have it be dock, so we can get rid of this, and we'll just kind of like follow the shore. Any blocks that get above 3 blocks we're going to keep, and then everything else we're just going to kind of take away. We're also probably going to get rid of the sand, because I don't really want the sand here, but we can do that in a minute. Okay, now we're going to take out our handy dandy slabs again, and we're just going to kind of follow this outline that the digging has left us. And we will follow it all around the floor over here. And that. We can extend it out a bit more just because I don't want it to be 1 block, because that would not look good. Okay, we've run out of slabs, but it's okay, we got more trees. Then we could have our staircase, that we said, lead down to here on the docks. We'll have like 2 levels, so this will be like the second level, like right on the docks. And then we could have the first level kind of be like around here, so we could lead the stairs here and flatten this out a bit. And this will be like land, so we'll keep this as dirt. We'll probably get rid of the grass, though. Keep that. I have a diamond, everything else, but not an axe. Gotta fix that. Staircase will take a break, and we'll resume right back here. Go all the way up. We don't need these to be destroyed. And this will be what our area will be. So we can maybe get rid of that too, just for the sake of having it be. I don't have any slabs left. There, Mr. Crafting Table. Give me more slabs. Yes. Okay. We could just put that there, just to have it look nice. Okay, so we can keep over here. And then it will come out to here as well. Maybe we can even have another staircase right over here. It's not going to go under there. We're going to get rid of that. I hear something walking. I hope it's nothing. Yeah, it's something. I can hear that it's something. It will stay there. Oh, they're over there. I heard something over here, though. Yeah, there you are. I heard you. I knew I heard. Oh, there's two of you. You over there. Okay, you're occupied with them. So I can just keep building. Alright, and now we got our lower dock area set up. And this will basically be where, you know, other fishermen... We could have a little area right here where... I hear zombies. Oh, that's just them. Okay. Okay, now they're drowned. But yeah, what we could do is we could have ladders coming down to here, and maybe we extend this out so it's not, Ow, hey, I'm trying to build here, if you don't mind. You too? Stop it. Yeah, so we have a ladder come down to there. You stink. We can get rid of the sand. I don't like the sand. We'll probably have the wall be made out of some type of stone brick too, just because it's gonna look weird to have a dirt wall holding up a docking area. So we'll fix this up, and then we can get that ladder in. So we'll go over here, get some more wood from our lovely tree farm. I forgot to replant that. Get some more wood. Ow! Ow! You followed me out of the water? Are you kidding me? Now they're coming over there. I hate zombies. They're so annoying. We're just gonna get the wood we need and we're gonna try to hurry. No, 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 no. Oh, I thought they were coming in. XP. Alright, and then what we could do, we can make some trapdoors. And we can. Where are the trapdoors? This is not going to be enough, I don't think. Definitely not. No, that's not the right way. We need them to be facing this way. And I could just... Ooh, it's going to be hard. Oh no, it is enough. Alright, and now we just get a ladder and we place it on there. Oh, do I have enough to make a ladder? I don't need to make a ladder. I do, but we need more ladder. So let's make the ladder. Alrighty, so we got our ladder. And we can just... no. Gotta crouch in place. There we go, got our ladder coming down here. And... like, minus a few other smaller details that I need to add, we can basically just start decorating this place now. So, yeah, we could just start decoration the decorating process. Could probably add, if I'm thinking about it now, some stairs over here so people could get down or up to this side of the dock from over here. No. We're only gonna have that one ladder. I hear something behind me. No, 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 no. Great, there's creepers on my dock. And you. Oh, jeez, I hate creepers. They always blow up my builds. I don't. No, not now. No. No. Die. Yeah, I don't want to go over there. Luckily, I'm building over here. They're guarding my crafting table, though, and my trees. Okay. And so I have path blocks and stuff to make it, feel more connected. No. And we can obviously put some, I did bring fences, and the reason I brought fences is because I'm not sure if I should put fences, but I feel like the fences would make it not look like a dock and make it look more like a bridge. Because the whole point of a dock is things are supposed to be constantly going on and off of it. I mean, I guess over here it makes sense because this is like a ladder area, so you would want, there to be some sort of fence over here letting you know that there's a ladder and to be careful. And there's not really a reason to have ladders or not fences over here because you're not really getting on or off anything. This is just for smaller boats and stuff. There's a creeper over here, and I know he's going to sneak up on me. Because I'm going to forget about him if I don't do this now. No. Okay. And I have no food in my hand. Alright, so we can maybe get some pillars in here. And then we can just start decorating, I guess. I mean, we're going to worry about... I feel like, okay, for the time of this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to probably just decorate here, decorate up there, and I told you I'm going to get distracted and they're going to sneak up on me. And then in the next episode, we can do what I'm planning on doing here, and we can do the upper area of the docks. But for now, we're just going to decorate the docks and the lower docks, just to start with. So let's get on to that now. Okay, so I'm back, and I finished decorating of the lower dock area. So we weren't able to put anything up here. I realized on the upper dock because these are bottom slabs, and if you place any blocks, they do that. So it just didn't look right. I'll probably find something to do with the upper dock to not make it be so barren. But I'm sure like once we build a ship here and build some other stuff around, it won't look so barren. But I'll try to figure out what I can do to make this look better. This is nowhere near done, but here's what I got so far. It's really basically just I added a bunch of barrels and chests around just as clutter to make it kind of look like it's a busy dock. I added a few smaller boats. I added a few smaller boats in the water just to, give the idea of, people being in and out of here constantly and there being just a lot of stuff. They're all empty and have nothing in them. This is all bound to change at some point, especially in the next episode when we start tackling up here and, start making like a fish market or something. I don't know what we're going to make up here. I'm thinking a fish market and just have like people, like selling things right on the docks. But yeah, next episode we are going to start on this upper area and we're going to start building over in that area too. But yeah, so this is what I got so far. Probably definitely a lot of stuff here is going to be moved or changed. And maybe I might even add some other types of blocks so that it's not just barrels and chests. I do think it does look kind of good though, like just the clutter and everything. But yeah, so this is what I got for this episode. Thank you for watching. Sorry about the delay and that I haven't been posting a lot recently, but I will be back to posting on a semi-regular basis. So, I guess without further ado, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.